Opie is here, and his show starts now.
I just wanted to make believe I was part of the band.
Yes.
What's going on, Chris Distefano?
We're here. Let me ask you, did you...
I'm broken.
That was the record company. Did you go to their show in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah.
Shut up, man. They're coming in 2 seconds.
I'm broken.
What's up, Vic Henley?
Yeah, Vicky. What's up, you possum eating motherfucker? Sorry.
What have I walked in on? Good.
Well, it's a rainy, day in New York City, so we're just gonna throw some fake energy out there.
And I just had an iced cappuccino. I'm ready to go.
I had a lot of peanut M&Ms, and nothing worse than Kenny looking over you and just scolding you because
really?
you had a moment of weakness and you took a handful of peanut M&Ms off of E-Rock's desk.
E-Rock with the fresh shave.
They're not mine.
Oh, they're not yours.
Those were the Cubans.
Oh, okay.
The man Cuban.
And I was weak, and then I went in for a second handful, and then fucking Kenny was really scolding me. The record company's right outside the studio. We played Baby I'm Broken. That was live from their Rough Trade show out there in Brooklyn.
Nice.
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
What's up, Vic?
This is so unusual.
Oh,
what's unusual, man?
It's unusual. You're taking me back to the 90s somewhere.
well, you got hangover
Hey,
voice. Are you,
what's up,
you
Chris?
smashed last night?
So,
What's up, buddy?
We
How you
got
doing,
Chris,
man?
Alex, and Mark from the
What's
record
up,
company
boys?
stopping in to say hi.
Elmira, New York in the motherfucking building.
You remember Elmira, right?
Yeah.
You remember the
I
Elmira?
remember Elmira.
I can
In
move to the end if you
Pennsylvania
wanna
and
keep 'em
Wisconsin.
I know, we got another...
You got a mind like a steel trap, brother.
There's a
Hell
mic.
yeah.
There's a mic and a chair there. So,
All right.
Yeah, sit
Mr.
down,
Vos.
please.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Chris.
Rich Voss's son.
Chris Vos. You remember all this?
Yeah,
from
dude,
last
I
time.
remember.
Isn't Rich Vos he's a comedian, right?
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah, but we had him in.
You ever smelled his ear?
I never have.
Oh, it's gross.
We had him in here recently, and we were talking about our love for the record company, and I said, lead singer is Chris Vos, and Rich actually went, he could be my son. And then we laughed like, no, that's impossible. But then we realized how old Rich Vos is, and I'm like, it is possible.
700 years
We
old.
were like when you were in Wisconsin in the late 70s, and he was like, oh, shit, I could have been. Right. I don't fucking know.
I've been hearing about that guy for a long time.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's a good dude. He's a very funny guy.
Yeah, he wears hats like he's 20 years old.
You know, it's funny.
What's up, brother? That's Vic Henley.
How you doing, man?
Henley, how you doing? You know what I remember about the last time?
What do you
I also
remember?
have a good memory. I remember you like Ace of Base.
Hell yeah.
You remember that?
You remember that?
Yeah. You don't forget something like that.
Fucking
real
Ace of
easy.
Base,
It was
baby.
dramatic for you?
But
No, it was illuminating, I'd say.
There you go.
Yeah, but this is how good the band is, because now he's into you guys, and he's not really into rock
No.
music.
But I know
he
the
didn't
record
grow up
company
with
now.
it.
You got like 5 rock and roll bands that you say that you could listen to and like.
Ooh,
What
5
would they
rock and roll bands that I could listen to and like.
Come on, Chris.
I'll name the 5 rock and roll bands I've ever even heard of. Okay?
Yeah, he thought Stevie Nicks was a dude.
Yeah.
For real. And Lindsey Buckingham was a girl. He actually had it flipped.
Here's who
No,
I
I'm not
know.
joking.
Well,
I'm not joking one bit.
Here's what I know. Soundgarden,
All right.
Smashing Pumpkins,
There you go.
Those are 2 good
Stone
choices.
Temple Pilots.
3 good
Whoa.
choices. Same genre, though. You're not
yeah.
mixing it up.
Oh, that's
You were dating a girl in the 90s.
No,
Right.
I remember watching.
That
I used to
broke
watch
your heart.
MTV all the time downstairs at my Aunt Eileen's house, and that's
All right.
1990s. That's who was playing on MTV. Those were the rock bands that I knew. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right.
You never
See?
listen to no Led Zeppelin around your house?
I couldn't name one Led Zeppelin song.
wow.
Come on.
I literally
try to
I
name
know.
one Zeppelin song.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah, just
you
try.
embarrassing me from the all right.
But don't make it a
well,
bit.
don't ask
Like,
me to name any Ace of Base
if you
songs.
know
I'm
by
gonna
now,
tell you that.
dude, I saw the sign. Don't turn around.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's it. It's those
Are you trying to make me feel bad or good about myself?
That I know. No, but Led Zeppelin, fuck.
Come on, one Zeppelin song.
I'm sure if I heard one, I'm sure if you played me the most famous Led Zeppelin song ever, I'd be like, I've heard that song.
Stairway to Heaven.
Holy shit.
Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven. You had
Maybe.
to have heard that.
Where
There had to have been one drunken
play
night
it.
where you were passed
Play
out.
Stairway. Bro, first of all, I didn't grow up in a white neighborhood.
Stairway to
Okay?
Heaven, some would say is the greatest rock and roll song ever.
Can you play it?
Yeah, sure, we could find it for
We tried to pin him down one morning on a Beatles song and a Stones song. He couldn't do that.
I know
either.
Beatles. I know. I want to hold your hand.
Okay, the Stones.
Rolling Stones.
There was something else really big because I remember you whiffed on this too before.
The Rolling Stones. Again, I know of Mick Jagger.
See, yeah, he knows this.
So, but were you like, what were you blasting as a young man?
As a young kid, well, honestly, what I was listening to was probably.
That's how you say it.
I was listening to Shaggy, Ace of Base,
Shaggy.
Queen Patra, some Jamaican old school stuff. I was listening to Connie Francis, Frank Sinatra.
Oh, there you go.
Don't mention Connie Francis again.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
he gets mad
because you embarrass.
What do you mean? Lipstick on my collar? That's a
Nothing
fucking
wrong with
hit.
Connie Francis, huh?
It's okay if you throw it in there with other bands, but that's all he.
I would have said Frank Sinatra
Jay-Z.
first.
I used to listen to Jay-Z. I like.
You like Biggie?
Biggie, yeah, I knew Biggie.
Biggie.
I knew Tupac
Everybody's
a little
gotta
bit.
like Biggie.
Yeah.
See, I knew some of that stuff. I listened to O-Town.
These guys are influenced by the Rolling Stones.
O-Town.
You said O-Town?
O-Town.
The last failed boy band by that fucker that
O-Town
just
was
died.
good.
I think he just died too.
Yeah,
the
fucking
that
shit,
perverted weird
Oh,
guy.
yeah, he just
the
what's
criminal.
his-
Yeah,
yeah,
he
yeah.
died. He was
You
like
know
a-
any blues? Because these guys are influenced by the blues.
Blue,
the Rolling Stones.
Macy Gray. Is that the blues?
Macy Gray's not the blues.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Like think like John Lee Hooker,
Never heard of him.
Muddy Waters,
Never heard of him. I'm sorry.
B.B. King.
BB
BB
King.
King
is gone.
Yeah, because I go to the Dallas barbecue right next to it in Times Square. That's how I know BB King.
It's very soulful. Very soulful.
But you like the record company.
But I like the record company.
All right.
I like their
See,
sound.
and all those guys are way better than us. So if you like us, you're gonna get them.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We just played "Baby Unbroken" from the show
Great
out there in
song.
Brooklyn the other
Oh,
night.
cool. How'd it sound? I
It
didn't
sounded
get there.
amazing on the
Cool.
radio. Absolutely.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
We're
Thanks
playing the
for putting
whole.
it out there.
We're going to play the whole set from Rough Trade on Monday in this time slot.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
All
Thanks,
75 minutes of the record company.
Didn't Rita Mae Young with the hula hoop?
Well,
Yeah, that's you got right. Yeah, they showed that to me one morning in here.
They gave me the video.
That was wonderful.
to premiere.
Thank
On
you.
a lot of levels.
Thank you for
It was
premiering
just,
that, brother.
his song,
Thank
it
you
was just
for giving it to me.
perfect. You know, it was really, really cool.
Well, do you know we know her? Do you guys actually know Katie Sunshine?
Yeah, man. Well, what she did is she tagged herself doing this hula hoop thing, and we were kind of thinking about like, what are we going to do for this video? And she tagged herself on Instagram with the band, and her doing it to that song. And I just watched it. I turned to the two guys, and I was like, man, I'm like, this girl is good.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she
this is cool.
Yeah, she's
and
good.
I'm like, it's cool in all the right ways. So we hit her up and we're like, hey, would you be interested in doing this for a video? And she did.
So she was a fan of you guys first.
Yeah. I never had seen her, but then I went online and I noticed that she's got quite a following of people.
Did you watch all the hula hoop videos?
There's some goodies in there.
Did you watch
Yeah,
the one
she's
with the
very
paint?
I didn't see anything with the paint.
How the paint's
I might
a
have
good
seen
one.
Oh, you
It's
got to
good.
watch the
Yeah.
one with the
Right.
paint.
Yeah.
She pours the paint into the hula hoop,
Yeah,
and then
yes.
she makes some art.
I want to buy one of the paintings.
With her, with her ripped jeans on. Oh,
Makes you
that's-
want to paint your walls.
She's
it's
a
really
sweet,
nice.
sweet girl. She woke up at, I think, about 4 a.m. to get that video right and got the sun coming up
Right.
and did it to that. And she picked the location, you know. We weren't even there. She did it.
She went out there by herself?
With this guy, this another guy that we knew that went in the videographer. His name's John, but he did a great job. And
So you trusted them to just do it themselves, basically?
yeah, well, you know, the way we were looking at it, it was like if it was either going to come out great,
Right.
and it was going to be awesome, but if it didn't come out the way we wanted it, it wasn't like we're, you know, paying so much
Top
money that
dollars.
it was like, oh my God, we just made this biggest financial.
Yeah.
And we were pretty cool that if it stuck to what she does and like she had fun with it, that it was going to be rad. So
It's perfect for the song.
yeah, it's great.
really is
simple.
perfect.
It's simply perfect.
Thank you, guys.
Have you noticed a lot of the Opie fans coming out to your shows? You just
Oh yeah,
see-
man! We get Opie fans all the time. The first time we came,
How do you
on
know
a
it's an
show-
Opie fan?
They're making
What do you know? You just see a size 46 waist yelling about Trump.
They don't wear shirts.
No, they come up and they say it. They're like, "I heard John Opie. I got John Opie." They say that all the time.
Talking too close to your face. Fucking,
Look, they might look a little funny, but they're loyal as fuck.
they're loyal as fuck.
They're loyal
guys.
as fuck.
I'm telling you,
No,
they come out to shows, man.
They will
really
pretty
do.
much kill for you if
No, they're great
they
guys.
decide that they like you. If they decide they hate you, that's a
Oh,
whole nother
God,
story.
you're fucked if they hate you.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you got to
God.
stay on their
They
good
get
side.
pretty creative in the
Yeah.
hate.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are blowing up, man.
Thanks, man.
Things are working out for the record company.
Well,
This is
thanks to-
Stephen Colbert tonight, right?
Yeah. Doing
Oh, that's
Colbert.
awesome.
Yep, doing Colbert and
Then the Bowery show tonight at the Bowery
got a
Ballroom
show tonight
sold
at
out
the
a while
Bowery.
ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's fucking great.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm off.
Yeah. You gonna go?
I'm sure we can squeeze you in there.
Or do you want to open?
That's what I was insinuating. Oh no, I would never want to work on it. I would never want to work on an off night. To go see music or work? Fuck you.
Fuck that. Yeah. Going to see music.
That's an easy
I think
choice.
we're going, right?
I'll go.
Yeah, we're going to the Bowery Ballroom to see the record company.
Fucking balls.
Sold out
On
show.
down. It's gonna be great.
What songs you doing on Colbert?
We're going to do, I guess I can reveal it. We're going to do the song On the Move.
Nice.
And we're going to get real wild with it.
Right.
Do you know who the other guests are?
Mary Louise Parker.
Sucks.
No, she doesn't.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. I don't even know who it is.
Weeds.
Oh, Weeds. Oh, she's fucking great.
Show.
Yeah. She's great. No, I was kidding. I would love to do the Colbert Show.
You're just jealous that you're not doing
Yeah,
the
I keep
Colbert
trying.
Show?
I keep auditioning and not getting a call.
Yeah. Pusha T.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, I figure you probably like Pusha T.
I
right?
like Pusha T.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't think he was influenced by O-Town, but
No.
I'm sure he's...
No.
No, it was 98 degrees. That's it.
They were all great. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. I like.
Stop
love them
there.
all.
Just stop it.
What do you mean stop? They were fucking iconic.
Stop it.
You know what's sad,
Stop
though?
it.
You want to know what I'm realizing? Well, you're listening to all this shit, and we're listening to Led Zeppelin. We're trying to get a date. You probably were just surrounded by women your entire
Oh,
life,
yeah.
weren't
No.
you?
Knee deep in fucking asthmatic pussy. Oh yeah, man.
It is really strange, your music taste,
Well,
which we focus on way too much
I know,
on the
I'm
show. But I'm fascinated
How
by
are
what
we
it's
supposed to
fascinating.
educate him?
We'll play.
He's got to learn something.
I've learned so. I swear,
See?
since I started doing Opie show, I would say about 2 years ago now, I know the most music I've ever known and heard of the most things
All
I've ever
right,
heard of.
let us know. All right, what do you know?
See,
you don't know anything.
yes,
still.
I do. What are you
right.
talking? I know that who's Crosby and Nash are now.
All right.
Yeah,
I
it's got to
know
remember
that.
that third
There's two
guy.
more.
I knew
There's
who
two more.
Stone Temple
Actually,
Pilots.
If you want to go to the
If
good
you want to
stuff.
get nitpicky, right?
I know the record company. I know fucking Dylan McFucking Abrahams. Remember that guy who came in, who was 50 years old, who was good? He came and he opened up
Dylan
for Eric
McAbrahams?
Clapton.
Wait, you're messing up.
He opened up for Eric Clapton.
Bromhall?
Yeah,
Doyle?
Dylan Bromhall.
Doyle
Bromhall. Yeah, you know him.
You know him? Dylan McAbrahams. Sounds like a name I would give a creator player in NBA 2K.
Really?
Dylan
I got it.
McAbrahams.
Dylan Mc. I can see
In the
that.
last year, I got turned on to you guys, the record company, and Doyle Bramhall.
Oh, yeah.
he was
Holy fuck! And he plays his guitar upside. It's a left-handed guitar that he. I don't
Yo,
know.
he was great. That guy was
He
great.
plays it upside down.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what the heck
He was
going
good,
on.
man. And then he had his friend.
But he figured out how to play it that way as a kid. Then he got lessons and
Didn't want to switch it back.
Yeah, the guy's like, no, you're holding it wrong. He goes, I already know 100 songs this way, so I'm not switching.
The way Hendrix held it.
That's right. Yeah.
What'd you call him?
Exactly. That's what Jimmy
Dylan
did.
McAbrahams.
Oh, all right. So you know Dylan
McAbrahams.
Yeah.
He was great.
Jesus.
That guy got so much pussy.
Good God. What
Dylan
would,
McAbrahams.
what would you butcher Stevie Ray Vaughan into?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
There's
You
no
don't even know what the
telling.
hell that is.
He's a guitar player. I know that,
Oh,
right?
look at him.
See?
He
I know
wakes
that
up.
from Opie Show. 'cause
Is
we
he
talked
alive or dead?
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Is he alive or dead? I would say dead.
Okay.
That's a good guy.
Nice.
Yes.
Did you see the statue in Austin when you were there recently?
Oh, yep.
No, you didn't.
Nah, I was at Whataburger.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Good choice. Good choice. Nothing wrong with Whataburger.
I ain't even seen that statue in Austin.
I didn't see it.
I haven't seen
It's
it.
on the. I call it a river, but it's Lady Bird Lake. I think.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
called.
Oh, I
Sure.
went over there.
And you can rent a bike, and it's great just to go up and around that thing.
Great time.
And then,
beautiful
and then the Stevie Ray Vaughan statue. There it is. Yeah, it overlooks the city. The city is across the river. So, how's New York treating you guys? You doing
It's
anything
awesome,
fun?
We have a blast. We did a rough trade the other night.
Yes.
And now, we're just, hanging out, just enjoying ourselves. We got to have a couple of cocktails last night and have a good
Nice.
time. And, hey,
Right.
it's a great town.
It's not winter. I remember our winter experience here is a little tougher.
Yeah.
Well,
And now's a nice time of year.
it's not as bad as Elmira.
That's where I was about to go.
True.
Nothing.
Elmira's
Thank you.
brutal.
Nothing
Right.
is as bad as Elmira.
Ithaca.
Jesus.
We're right next
Elmira's
to there.
tough.
I know. That's why I said that.
Wisconsin. I mean,
Wisconsin winters are brutal.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal.
I lived in Buffalo and Western New York for a while, so when I was able to move back home, these winters are a joke to me. I laugh.
Oh, yeah,
at
no,
them. When people complain, I'm like, you guys have no idea.
You don't know what's going on
Until
up there.
you've seen single digits for a month straight, you
Yeah.
have no fucking idea what a winter could do to you.
Well, I had the pleasure of going to one of the, I think it was the third coldest game in the history of
Really?
football. I went to the Packer. Where you guys will probably enjoy this. When the Giants actually beat the Packers in Lambeau. I'm
In
sure
the
you guys.
playoffs?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
I was
that.
there. if you spit, your spit was frozen before it hit the ground.
Come on.
It was ridiculous. I couldn't even see. It was, and there were people like 70, 80 years old next to me on either side, just raging. Your beer froze in the cup.
Right.
Yeah. And it was insane. Yeah.
That's sick.
So if
that's a brutal winter right there.
If you know your spit's going to freeze before it hits the ground, you know everyone's trying it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man.
One guy realizes that's happening. And then
that means you got to pull your whole face mask thing off. Like, literally, you've got your eyes and you hopefully are shielding them somehow. You've got every part of your body is just stuffed with warming packets.
Yeah.
Were your seats a block of ice? There was one.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what you do? You bring, when you side a house, what they do, because all I have already, the bleachers.
Right.
It's all metal bleachers. So you got to bring the insulation that you put behind the siding,
right? And
you sit on that.
Wow!
So we saw all these guys walking in with this insulation. I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "Kid, if you don't have this, you're gonna die." So he actually, this drunk guy broke his insulation over his knee in half and gave it to me.
Awesome. He shared some with
shared some insulation. That's what we do in the great state of Wisconsin.
They're great people.
Or you just don't go. That's another way.
Yeah, these guys went a couple of years ago, and they froze to death up there. I went and watched the game with my pop.
Yeah, we went to Lambeau.
That's hilarious, though. If not, you're going to be miserable. You're going to die.
That's great.
I did that a couple times for the Buffalo Bills. You actually sit on blocks of ice because they can't thaw out the stadium in time, and then your feet are on blocks of ice, so you're freezing immediately.
Well, that's the other thing. You put the other insulation under your feet for cement. You wouldn't believe how big of a difference that makes.
I can imagine.
There you go, folks. You heard it here.
Wisconsin,
that's how you survive the ice bowl.
Yeah, Wisconsin ingenuity.
That's a fan, though, man, that you're dealing with that.
It's something.
You guys watching the World Series?
I haven't had a chance to watch a single pitch because we've been playing. But, hey, I mean, you got to love that. What was it? Indians won. Wasn't Satchel Paige pitching for the Indians the last time they won in 48?
Maybe that's a good
seriously,
call.
He came. They deduced that he was like. They think he never told his age. They thought he might have been 50.
For the longest
maybe even older, maybe even 54 or something like that.
And you got 45 and 48, and the Cubs haven't won since 1908. I mean, I grew up right above Chicago and Wisconsin. Man, they're going crazy out there.
I know they are.
For the longest time, I would tell the story. No, for the longest time, I would tell this story about Satchel Paige. No, that's serious. About Satchel Paige, because I thought it was real. I don't know who I heard it from, and I would go with it until one day I was at the MLB Network, and they fucking abused me. I thought that Satchel Paige pitched 2 no-hitters in a row, back-to-back, one righty, one lefty. And they were like, what? Who the fuck told you that? And I was like, no, it's true. And they're like, was that something like your grandpa told you to make you go to sleep? So, I was like, no, it's true. And they were like, it's not true. Just like I thought Jim Brown, the Cleveland Browns running back, never got hit for a loss in his whole career. Really? I thought every time he got the ball, he gained at least 1 yard. And they were like, again, that's not a true fact.
Those are great stories, though.
But
those are great bar stories.
I thought that it was real, but it's not.
It's a great bar story. It's just seeing. I know we're not talking about music, and that's what we're supposed to do, but I'll tell you what. I love this shit.
If you want to mention LFO at any point.
I'll talk about this all night.
All right.
But Satchel Paige had a pitch, a slow ball, that he liked to throw on guys, and I guess it was virtually unhittable.
Right.
And you know what he called it? The 3-day creeper.
Really?
Ain't that the greatest name for a pitch ever?
That could be a bar drink, I think.
3-day creeper.
3-day creeper.
Chris, where's your Blue Jays jersey? You were sporting that last time.
Was I? So I just have different.
Or something.
No, I was probably a jersey. I just have all different baseball jerseys. So I'm a Yankees fan, but I had a Blue. I mean, I'm not. I don't hate the Blue Jays. I mean,
you just look good in the Blue Jays.
I like the Blue Jays jersey. I have all different team jerseys. Except the Red Sox. I won't wear the Red Sox.
He is an Islanders fan, though.
I am an Islanders fan.
And I thought he lost weight, and then he told me, no, it's just a big jersey.
It's just a double XL sweatshirt. It hides. It's embarrassing, But because I used to be in great shape, and now I have upper tricep cellulite. A UTC.
I think that's the last muscle you get cellulite on.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking going down bad. Because it's just a letdown. With women and stuff, they'll always be like, "Oh, you look like you work out," and then we'll get to bed and just fucking cheese tits.
Upper tricep cellulite.
Yeah. They're like, "Ooh, put your shirt back on."
He's a wordsmith.
UTC.
UTC.
Are we supposed to be talking about music? I mean, what do you
want to talk about?
Yeah, what's the record company up to? You got Colbert tonight.
Yeah, we're on Colbert. We're touring around. We're going to be going all down the bottom side of the country now through the Carolinas and into Texas and back over to California.
Right.
And it's been a great tour, man. We've been selling, all the shows have been selling out. It's been really cool. It's
fucking awesome.
First headlining tour. We're shocked because like our entire career, the three of us before we got in this band was basically like playing a gig to the bartender, 2 people, and 1 very pissed off, disappointed promoter. You know what I mean?
Right,
and now
right.
it's
I know
like,
those.
Yeah, ain't that right?
Been there.
But if you don't play those,
Still there.
you don't play those gigs.
Still.
You don't play those gigs, though. How can you be any freaking good?
Right.
No, I know.
Sure.
I mean, you just get it handed to you on a silver platter. There's no way you're going to have anything.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And now you get it. I actually recognize that it's cool.
Right.
And that's a cool thing to do, as opposed to like if it would have happened when I was 21 years old, I'd have just been an asshole.
Well, you know how they send those like Facebook reminders like 3 years ago, whatever, and I got one today actually that was 4 years ago, and we were in Salt Lake City, and there's a picture of it. You remember this gig? There's 3 people there, and we're playing, and it's just like that was the reminder of. Oh man, I remember that day. It's like,
that was 3 years ago.
4 years ago.
4 you said. 4 years ago.
Same amount in the audience as in the band.
Wow.
And how long have you guys been playing together again? How many years has it been?
We had our 5-year anniversary yesterday.
What'd you get each other?
To the day.
We stayed a band. It's a gift every day.
So in 5
Whenever
years,
you can keep a partnership together, every day's a gift.
What's it supposed to be for 5 years, E-Rock? Look that up. Somebody was in a wedding. What do you get? What are you on the marriage for 5 years?
but to already be selling out in 5 years is fucking, that's fast,
awesome.
man.
Yeah,
that's great.
These guys got together in L.A. And whose living room were we playing in again?
Alex's.
Alex's. Yeah, that's where they were, playing. And
he mixed the record. Yeah. He mixed the record, engineered it.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Alex.
and we still,
fucking good guy, Alex. You look like a Union soldier in the Civil War.
No kidding. Nice call. I can see that.
He looks like it's just like he's just happy, just liberated. You know what I mean?
It's like a young Ulysses
like
S. Grant.
a young guy. Like I could picture this picture, like you see beautiful face, and then it just scrolls down. He's got one arm because it got blown off in Gettysburg.
What a musket ball.
Yeah, fucking musket ball right through the fucking shoulder in Charlottesville.
I don't know how Alex is taking that.
Alex is great.
Is he taking that well?
No, because it's just the beard and that hair. If you pull up any picture of a Union soldier in the Civil War, that's him. And it's peaceful.
He just needs the hat.
If he had a little bit longer beard, it would be
right around the corner.
Right.
All he has to do is put on a blue jacket.
I'm telling you, it's Grant before he started partying.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Pre-party Grant.
You guys remember the day the momentum started with the band where you're like, oh, we're turning the corner, man?
Well, there have been a couple. I mean, there were some sellouts early on where it was like, when we saw Mercury Lounge out here about 7-8 months ago, and we were like, well, that was being all the way from LA and selling out Merc Lounge before was a big step. We were like, oh, that's cool. Right. Something's happening. Mm-hmm. And then we started seeing things pop up. But we played on Conan a couple, and that was a big thrill. And actually, Steve Wozniak was on there.
Oh wow,
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
I was surprised you didn't name him earlier.
I know Snoop.
You know the
D-O double G.
Yeah. So he was there, and
did Wozniak say anything to you guys?
Yeah, Wozniak came up and was
a lot.
Yeah, he's like, I'm coming to your show. Yeah,
that's cool.
He's like, I'm coming to your show in San Francisco. I don't think he ever did, but pretty crazy to stand and you get to be around these kind of people all the time, but it's like standing next to a guy who basically completely changed the world as we know it. Like how much stuff is in this studio right now that he
had something to do with.
Did we see you had Phil Collins?
I was just about to say that yesterday.
That's Al's.
Really? When I was growing up, I should say, Genesis was one of my first bands I really got into. The Genesis and the Police and Zeppelin and some Sabbath. And to have him in the studio, I was starstruck, which doesn't happen these days as much. And I remember he was answering a question about the Led Zeppelin reunion, was it?
Yeah.
Live Aid.
Oh, yeah.
And it was my turn to talk, but the whole time as he's answering the question, I'm going, holy shit, that's Phil Collins, and he's in this studio right now. I totally blanked.
Oh, yeah, no,
he played both the UK Live Aid and the Philly one. He took the Concorde over and played with Zeppelin.
He told a story yesterday that he was, a bunch of them were supposed to go with him, and then they all bailed out on the last second, so he was the only one. So he didn't want to look like an idiot and let everybody down.
Oh, wow.
So instead, he looked really pompous, like he was. But he said Robert Palmer, a bunch of them from the Power Station, Duran. They all agreed somewhere to do it, and then one by one they all started bailing, and he's like, "Fuck, I can't bail."
So then he looked like a show off. I didn't feel like he was a show off.
No, not at all.
As a fan, you're like, that is pretty cool that he's playing on two continents.
Show off? I thought that made him look like a badass, doesn't it?
That's what I thought. But
he told it yesterday, like that was the point where he thought he was just too much. That was the perfect example of he's everywhere.
Right.
He went too. He even did that. He's the only person that did that.
I think it was his contemporaries that started looking at him like, "How much do you need, Phil? What the fuck?"
I don't know.
How much more do you need from everybody?
I wish
he's talented.
If he would have stayed, we could have got more. He was wonderful the whole time yesterday.
And then he
really cool.
And then he just disappeared. He knew it was time to just walk away from everything for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I sat next to Phil Collins at a Knicks game. I did. This is a great story. I just texted Paul the picture. I said somebody took a picture of Phil Collins on TV, and I'm mid sneeze in the background, and you could see me. But anyway, I went to the Knicks game, and it was Easter Sunday, and Phil Collins. We didn't even realize it was him, and he kept offering.
Of course, you didn't realize.
Look at you.
You look high as shit.
Mid sneeze.
It's mid sneeze. I was allergy season. It was April, and then
Phil Collins looks very suspect.
Yeah, looks like he just got sneezed on.
Yes, exactly.
He kept offering me and my dad Easter candy, and we were like, "This fucking weird old guy keeps offering me Peeps."
You didn't even know you were sitting next to Phil Collins.
And then all of a sudden they come up. Because you sit like very close, so they come up to him and they put him on the jumbotron, and people are literally giving him like what felt like a 5-minute standing ovation, like crazy. And we're like, "Holy shit, it's Phil Collins!" And then because I had done this show for IFC, which is James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, owns that channel. They put me on the jumbotron right after. Complete silence. 18,000 people, 0. And then while it's nothing, Phil Collins is trying to hand me the candy. Like, you almost see the candy coming up into the shot. Like karma, like fucking idiot.
You want my Peeps now?
Fucking Phil.
Did he get into his, he's the Alamo guy, right? He's got
we thought we were going to have more time. Because I know about it. He has the biggest Alamo collection.
Alamo. I went to the Alamo just recently. It's great down there.
He collects everything Alamo, and then I think he sold a whole bunch of it back to the museum or something.
Really?
Yeah, but he was a huge collector of that stuff.
Did you have Pee Wee Herman's bicycle?
From the movie? Very good.
From the basement.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Nice work.
I mean, then he got too soft for me. I mean, too many love songs and Disney.
You weren't into groovy kind of love.
I can't even Phil Collins song.
And then the Broadway thing.
That was my first kiss, was to groovy kind of love.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He lost his virginity to
Abacab. That's a true story. Yes. Yes. And then Phil gave me 4 minutes yesterday because he goes, I said something like it's a 6-minute, 58-second song. I don't know why I know that, but I do. And he goes, actually, there is a 10-minute version. He was like trying to give me a few more minutes on my virginity.
He was kind of really funny. Totally
Maybe you had the
I didn't make it.
The radio edit.
I bet you I made it to maybe a minute. First time. You kidding me?
It's a weird thing to be obsessed with as a British guy, the fucking Alamo.
Yeah, isn't
Why?
it? Strange?
Yeah, that's unusual, true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was cool.
You guys collect anything?
I mean, guitars.
Collectors?
Alex collects vinyl.
Do you really?
Yeah.
How many you got?
Well, I have a couple versions of Abacab
Nice.
on various vinyls.
I could have got that signed for you yesterday.
I would have loved that. I don't have a huge
dirt
collection.
from the battles you fought in.
Some people have like 10,000 records, which if you have that many records, that means you have like, I always joke, like every Pete Townsend solo record, every Who record.
The Who, yeah.
I have about 1,200.
Yes, I do.
So I really try and keep it to stuff that I think I'll play over and over.
So what's your number one, your prized possession?
It's a good question. I have a copy of Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. It's like the band cover. That's pretty cool. I was proud of that one.
Was it the first cover? Didn't they have to switch out the cover?
The robot and the semi-naked girl. It was pretty inappropriate, but they quickly took that off. But I have the version where they have it on there.
I got the Doors album signed by everyone except Jim Morrison.
That's cool.
No, it's not. I argue this all the time. It's useless to me without Morrison's autograph on there.
He
It's the rest of the band, though.
Yeah. I mean, there probably aren't a lot of Jim Morrison autographs floating around out there.
That's got to be a tough one.
I mean, the man was... My dad just loves the Doors. I like the Doors a lot, too, but... yeah, Jim Morrison. I actually went and saw his grave when we were over in France. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Why is he buried in France?
That's where he died.
Yeah, he went over there, I think, to escape... he was for indecent exposure. That's why they weren't in Woodstock.
Yeah, the Miami show.
He had indecent. He was going to get arrested for it.
Yeah, he went crazy at a show.
Pulled his dick out.
He pulled his dick out and he got one.
Yeah.
I guess France.
Just watch the Johnny Depp documentary or read "No One Here Gets Out Alive." If you read that,
I haven't read that.
God damn! If you like to read that fucking book, it's a great book. It's outstanding.
There's a couple good ones.
Yeah.
I'm behind, man. Alex reads a lot of that. The Keith Richards one I heard is on.
That's also that's really good.
That's good shit.
He could have used an editor. It was like 700 pages, I think.
Really?
I don't know.
It's really good, though.
Yeah, it's great, man.
But you got to take your time with that. You're not getting that done anytime soon. It might even be longer than that. It's a big book. But he died in Paris in a bathtub.
I thought he was
killed himself.
I thought the Miami thing had already. His wife, the girlfriend, walked in there and found him. So the choking on your own vomit kind of thing, or heart attack or something.
Yeah,
Jesus.
What does his grave look like? I hear they just destroyed
it. It's graffiti to death.
It used to be, but that statue is gone now and all that stuff. It's just kind of just says James Morrison on it.
There's a lot of famous people buried there.
The one that they brought up with the face of him, that face is gone now. It's not there anymore.
Did someone just finally say screw it and took the whole thing?
I think what I heard was that the people that run the cemetery were just getting sick of all the craziness around it. So
I would never get sick of that if I ran the cemetery.
Well, there's millions of famous people buried there, so you're not there just to see that. Everybody goes there for a lot of
Wilde, freaking
some writers,
Chopin,
Victor Hugo, I think is there. Something.
All those cats.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty cool. Are you guys known in France?
Yeah, man, we played in France. It was great.
That's fucking cool.
It was cool, man.
How does that feel?
Feels cool.
Yeah.
Anywhere else in Europe? You're just there?
We played, last year we played all over Europe.
Amsterdam?
We played Amsterdam. We played Madrid, Barcelona.
How was Spain?
It was killer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the one place where you went, oh my God, they really know us here?
I think
that Paris show was really something. Yeah, we didn't know what we were getting, going into it because we did we were opening for a band called Blackberry Smoke last year. Great band. I was wondering if you ever heard them.
Yes, I have.
Really good band live, and
I couldn't name any songs right now to be completely honest with you, but I've heard
they're great.
I've heard them, and
they don't write bad songs,
right.
And they're really great guys, and they took us over there on our first European tour, and then we went back and headlined this year.
Wow!
And we had a good show in Berlin, we had a good show in London, we had a good show in Paris.
Did they fly you coach?
Yeah, we flew ourselves coach.
Yeah, now it's fucking the new thing with all the comedians in my class. Everybody's on a fucking private jet opening for
the bigger guys,
the big people, and I'm on the fucking Spirit Airlines.
Spirit
to fucking Indianapolis. Good dick.
I'll be the guy though. He's filming a pilot for CBS, so we're keeping our fingers crossed for Chris Distefano.
Flying coach to LA,
and you're doing a little something for Netflix.
A little something for Netflix.
Where they're putting you in the big sweatshirts, like you were telling me before the show.
Yeah, I got a gig doing the thing, and then they cast me, and then I went to go get the physical, and they found out I was 6'1", 235. So they called me because I had picked out all my wardrobe options, and it was all like short sleeve shirts. And like, we're going to go with a little bit of a sweatshirt, long sleeve option. I was like, yeah, but it's LA. It's going to be hot. They're like, yeah, but you're standing next to a professional football player.
The whole was
cut up. So I was like, all right. So fuck it. I had a croissant. I feel better.
Sue him for sexual harassment.
I really am. I am.
Or fat shaming. There's something in there.
Yeah.
Call
I'm
a lawyer.
I'm going to fucking blog about it.
Right.
Yeah, you got options.
Those short sleeve shirts did still cover the UTC, I hope.
Yeah. Well, at least that's covered.
Nice callback.
Thank you. Fucking UTC.
Paying attention over here.
I know, exactly.
I appreciate it.
Almost like a conversation in here.
You guys are on point.
Yeah. So when do you get to go home for a little while?
Mid-November.
A couple months, yeah. Well,
you're going to be gone for a month?
Yeah, we've been gone for we're over a month now, and we've been going pretty much nonstop for about the last 8
What do you do? How do you get through that mentally? Because I talk about this a lot on the show. I'm only gone Thursday to Sunday, and I fucking can't wait to get home and feel like I want to die. But you're gone for months, and that's always my argument. Is like, I don't know how musicians do this, because comedians were just gone quick spurts. We're never gone on tour unless you're Louis C.K. or somebody.
Well, you can get on. It's not the same anymore. But the old college tour was like that. You could leave your house and be gone for weeks on end because it was just cheaper to keep making the bank and stay out instead of zipping back home for a day and then turning around and going again.
So you never see your wife for nothing for a month?
I finally saw her at Rough Trade. That was the first time I'd seen her in a month.
How'd she look?
Wow, that's fucked
great.
up.
Fucking great,
Beautiful
right?
woman. Here, look at this.
Oh,
you judge.
Yeah,
you beat her
pulling it out. I thought you were pulling your dick out. I was like, Jesus. I was like, I'm gonna get fucking Morrison.
It's cold in here. Here, hold on. Here.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous.
Do I look like I deserve her?
Not at all. Do you guys have kids?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I wouldn't do this to a child.
Yeah. No, but that's true.
I wouldn't do this to a child.
That's true because now, do any of you guys have kids?
No.
You don't have kids? I thought like now that I have a daughter, like leaving home, it's so fucking hard that if I was a musician, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
Well, I think like I was reading a part of the Phil Collins book, like an excerpt of something, and he was talking about when you're in it, you're working, you're out and all that, but he said when he looked back in retrospect, he was like, I can't believe I did all that shit.
Yeah.
But I think when you're just in a mode, it's like, yeah, we're out 2 months, whatever, but you're just going. Next day, I mean, we go after the show tonight. We play in Norfolk, Virginia tomorrow night.
That's so crazy.
But you're just like in it, and I think when you step away, you go, "Holy shit, that was crazy."
How do you have normalcy on the road? Because I mean, if you're on the road, you almost feel like this is just one big party, and it's eventually I'll be home and I'll calm down and settle down.
I mean, we're at the venue so late, with the you got to wait for all the merch to be counted out, all that stuff every day. That we get out of there at 1 a.m. You just want to go to sleep and crash.
You know what? What's huge too for you guys, because you're friends and you go out on the road. Like me, like when I go out, it's lonely. I just, dude, every night I feel like I'm talking to a fucking chipwitch. That's all.
What does the chipwitch say back?
Eat me. Size 38 waist, fatty. But it's so huge to be able to go on the road with friends.
You just travel alone, right?
I'm alone, man.
I don't like a guy with you to settle or not.
I guess I could now. I mean, fucking what's the difference?
That probably would make it a little easier.
Well, I mean, whatever. You fly your opener out. I mean, you can do that,
Right.
Do you ever have you're so many different hotels in a row and they gave you a key card that you're in the hallway going, okay, it was 2:12 last night.
My little notepad.
You write it down.
Number down, yeah.
I've been in the parking lot with a key going, I think it's a Ford because I've changed rental cars so many different times.
That's weird with a hotel because you're 2 a.m. jamming it.
Oh, yeah, I've bothered people. I've had doors open up. Like, God damn it. I'm like, oh, shit, wrong floor. I'm not even on the right floor.
I'm across the street.
Yeah, exactly. I'm at the Ramada. It's not the Holiday.
There is no normalcy. That's for damn sure. But, what are you going to do? You can complain about anything.
No,
and
it's like, man.
You just do it.
But you're also living a dream. Let's not forget that.
It's like,
absolutely.
My dad's a farmer. He gets up every morning at freaking 3 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. and, he works 7 days a week.
What's he growing?
He's a dairy farmer.
Oh, nice. Wisconsin.
So, it's like, that's work.
Right.
Cats, this is, I'd say it's more mentally a thing. It's like you say, it's more like, and all them images that, it's this huge, colossal party. I mean, maybe you get to a certain level. Maybe if you're at the level of some of these acts, maybe that's where it's at. But where we're at, we're like any small business. We're fighting to get people through the door. You're fighting to get a reputation.
Plus the music business is so kind of fucked up right now.
Yeah, well, this is the only time it's worked for us. So it's
but no, I think it helps. Yeah, it's conducive more for finding the good stuff now, even more than before. It can be trickier, but also easier. Yeah, I think.
We got good people. We were lucky that way. Label we signed with is a great label. They've been supportive of us.
I'm not even. I just mean the people. It's really tough to get them to pay for your music.
Yeah.
But, but
that's just gone now. Mostly. I mean, it's still some of it, but
does the fan base understand, like, look, guys, help us out a little bit, freaking...
Yeah, man.
Okay.
There are people that get that. Yeah, people go, they buy the vinyls, they buy it off iTunes.
Right,
they
do what they can, because they know that's going to help, the band continue. Get more music out there.
But streaming helps, too, because it gets your stuff out there. And, there are people that buy it, will hear you streaming and then go buy stuff. I'm a singer, so I'm going to pretend that there's somebody else that's dealing with stuff that's going to know more about it than me. But, my opinion at this point is any way you come to it, we're happy you're here. You know, come on down, let's party, let's have a good time, let's play some rock and roll and be done with it.
Yeah.
Really, you know, and that's it.
Do you guys have an opener that you'll bring with you now on the tour?
Yeah, we got a really good opener. Well, we've got a bunch of openers for the rest of the tour, but right now we're out with a band called the Muddy Magnolias. They're really good. And there's a guy named Marcus King Band that's going to be opening for us. We just had a guy named the Suitcase Junket. He was like a one-man band.
His name is Marcus King Band?
I
thought his last name was King Band.
I worry about you so much.
Yeah.
I really do. I just wonder what you're doing when you're
with the last name like that, he had to go to music.
You just had to. We'll be right back.
Marcus King Band.
Marcus King Band.
It really was a one-man band?
Yeah, the Suitcase Junket was a one-man band.
How many instruments?
He had a bunch of stuff around him, all sorts of weird
really?
stuff.
Oh, shit.
Saw blades and baby shoes and all that.
You'll see those guys every once in a while in a park. You're like,
killer.
how the hell do you do that?
Yeah.
He was killer.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, you know, so it's going real well, and we got to, you know, choose who was going to come out with us, and we believe in all of them. So
yeah.
Awesome.
It's good, man.
Well, that's nice, right?
Yeah, let's get you guys out of here. You got to do Colbert tonight.
Yeah,
and the Bowery Ballroom. We might go.
I'll go. I got 2 shows.
What time you guys go on?
10 tonight.
10, nice.
Oh, I'll go.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'll go.
Maybe do a little dinner and then, go over there.
Come on down.
Make a night of it.
Let's do
a night of it. These guys, I love the record company. I think my fans understand that by now. But we're going to replay the Rough Trade show from New York City. It's going to air Monday, Halloween at 5 p.m. because I'm not working because I got 2 kids. I'm going to do some trick or treating. So, so this is awesome that I could throw you guys in that slot for about an hour and a half.
That's
so
great.
Monday,
Thanks,
October 31st at 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. On this channel, you'll get to hear the record company live at the Rough Trade in New York City.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
man.
brother. That's really
awesome
huge.
of you.